Hi traders, welcome back to another video. So this video is a little bit special. I'll bring all of you into how the 1% Trade Club has been performing this week, and how one of our members just joined for a week and he has technically hit his highest profit ever made in a single week. We also have members who just joined for a month to 2 months and he was able to squeeze out almost $8,000 profit, and majority of them, they had 5 to 8 winners in a row. So the purpose of this video is not actually to tell all of you, hey, we can always perform as good at this, but it's also to allow all of you to dive into my day-to-day routine, how I discuss trade ideas with the 1% Trade Club family, how I guide them on which specific market you can focus on, our filtering criteria, our selecting process, and etc. So let's go into the first thing first. Let's talk about the DXY. So it's going to be a slightly longer video as usual. If you look at the DXY, on Monday was when we actually talked about that DXY weakness, and we actually started talking about DXY bearish reversal since a long time ago. And if you look at the chart overall, we do have a pattern that we trade very frequently in our trade club. Is called TPF formation. All right, so we have some nice TPF formation here. That's when I told all of them since Monday, technically since last week, we already start talking about shorting, bearish sentiment on the DXY, and we're expecting some reversal to the downside. And if we start dropping down to the 4 hour, we have another failure here, multiple failure at 104.60, indicated short-term to mid-term weakness. That's when we really start going down into lower time frame, and we were able to spot these lower high, especially this equal high rejection around 104.20. Then since Friday, I told all of them, hey, we're expecting this to drop pretty nicely this week. And that was technically how from Monday all the way until Friday this week, we were able to capture lots of pound dollar, euro dollar, Aussie dollar long while shorting some of the yen pairs, right? So that's basically how it goes. And we also talk about JPYX. So how will we able to capture reversal on the JPYX? Same thing. So we've been observing this 745 all-time low on the yen index. If you don't know, JPYX is technically Japanese currency index. We do our correlation analysis every single day, particularly on DXY and JPYX, because most of the pairs that we focus on are usually the dollar pairs and the yen pairs, right? So we see that multiple failure at that 745, and especially when price having that false break, majority of people would have gone into the sell. They would have expected, hey, JPYX is going to continue to drop. That's what we predicted as well. We believe majority of the retail are still leaning towards the sell. That's why we believe it has a very high chance to bounce off the 745 all-time low. So when price have the big spike, it was caused by news, dropped all the way back down. That's when we call another TPF reversal. Price completely squeezed to the upside. Our first confirmation buys on JPYX was actually established on around Wednesday to Thursday. That was when I told them, hey, if price is able to break above the 748 and we form a nice support above the structure, we should be expecting a push to the upside. And when price first broke above the 752, I again told all of my trade club members, we are expecting more strength. This is just a BNR, a break and retest scenario. So in order to show all of you better, let me just show all of you my Telegram. All right, so we had 3 different channels and groups inside the 1% Trade Club. Obviously you all can see we got 71 students or members right now. If we go back to 4th of March, which is Monday, so every weekend, if you look at this, on Sunday we'll have a Zoom meeting, and it actually lasted for about 1 hour on our Sunday Zoom meeting, if I were to show all of you, right? Then followed by that, you see 4th of March was when we started to talk about pound dollar long, euro dollar long. Again, 5th of March, which is Tuesday, again more pound dollar long, euro dollar long. Dow Jones short, which was absolutely correct as well. Wednesday again, what happened? Pound dollar and euro dollar long again, Dow Jones short, Euro Aussie short, and that was actually one of the best run of the week. Some of our members actually secured about 7 to 8 hours trying to short this. Phenomenal. Thursday was when I told all of them we are potentially slowing down. Alright, we are potentially slowing down. Friday we have a sell limit order on Aussie yen, and it was absolutely correct. So we also have a communication chat. If we go back to 4th of March, if you just scroll back to 4th, and let's just stop here, right? So all of you can see we have some long on pound yen. It was technically a win. We talk about pound dollar long position here, see that? Then we also have again more longs on pound dollar. Yeah, basically this entire week was a win, and it's happy to see that some of our Trade Club members was able to secure like 5 to 8 winners in a row. It's crazy, it's crazy. See that? One of our new Chinese member just joined our Trade Club, and yeah, look at all these beautiful positions long around there, and price just kept running higher. Another win from our member, another win on pound yen from one of our mentorship students as well. One of our member passing phase 1 of evaluation after just 1 week of joining the Trade Club. Again, more wins, 3R on Aussie dollar, more wins for myself. Yeah, if I were to go on, is see one of our members closing pound or long since 2 weeks ago for positive 19R. Insane. Made about 2 or 3,000 USD from $1,000 account. So I'm not here trying to say, oh, you can flip 1,000 to 3 to 4,000, but it was proven to be working for one of our members. Again, more members making profit, more wins on our member Robert, about Aussie and 3.5 on Aussie and short. We talked about that as well. Then you see more wins for one of our Singapore member, 2.1R. Technically the entire week was win-win-win, you see. If you go to Thursday, yesterday I also had some winner as well. I had about 8 to, you see, another 8.2R short on Euro Yen, exactly the exact setup that we call. Members making 7 to 8K. Again, another short, beautiful. Myself closing my position for about $8,000 profit. Alright, so that's pretty much it to show all of you the proof. And let's go back to our chart, alright? So these are all the positions. For me personally, I have taken about 4 positions this week, and it was beautiful. So Monday was when we started to call that long on pound dollar, just to give all of you the thought process behind it. So majority of people, when they start looking at this, they will say, hey, is this a downtrend? We're looking weak. Is pretty sorry. So majority of the people, when they look at pound dollar, they are likely to look at it and say, hey, are we on a choppy market? Are we slow? But the key thing is they are not able to really study what's been happening on pound dollar. If you look at the daily, market has that bullish reversal since 121 level on late October or early November last year. Since then, we pretty much just kept talking about long on pound dollar. And one of the main reason being, you see, when price have been establishing clear high low, high lows, high lows, see that nice support formed, it's basically telling you buys are in control. So when we know buys are in control on a high time frame, what's left is how can we sort of align everything and find more confluence to our perfect, that sweet spot entry. Then dropping down to the 4 hour, that's when we started seeing the failure to push lower. Failure to push lower technically means sellers really tried very, very hard to send pound dollar lower. But each time when it's trying to revisit that low, it just failed. See that? Massive sell, reverse, didn't make it to the low. We started rolling back to the upside. And what's more important was the fact that we have a key intermediate support here at 126.10. Market not just didn't make it to the low, it even reversed and hold back above the 126.10 level. That's when we say, hey, we are only going to look for buys. Right now, all the confirmation, everything's confirming bullish buyers. That's when we see that the final bounce off that 126.10, push up, roll. Does looks like a bearish continuation scenario, but we were expecting a busted pattern on that. And guess what? That was my first position of the week. See that? Price reverse up, retest. You see, all of my position this week has been pretty conservative, right? All very safe. I played it really safe because I told all of my students, I told them, hey, market is still on a range bound condition, which means we are on a balanced market. It's pretty choppy. Look at the left, you know. It is much better for us to just get in and out, because normally you still get a re-entry opportunity the next day. So that was the first 2.2R. Then again, pushing higher, broke above these resistance. I told all of them again, we're not looking to chase the high here. I still remember discussing this with our trade club members. Don't chase the high, wait for price to visit 126.78, then we're looking to go long. And guess what? Again, another break and retest. Our entry trigger was based on that drop, that multiple rejection, multiple failure, push, TPF formation. That's our entry trigger, secured about 3R on that one. Pretty conservative. And when price spike all the way up, I again told our trade club members, don't chase the high, when wait for the next day. And guess what? Pull back deep, does a lot of fake out. And again, what happened? Another winner on Wednesday. So 3 wins on pound dollar, and our thesis was pretty much correct. If you look at the follow through price action, it technically just went a lot higher. But again, if you're curious, hey, why didn't you just hold your position or just keep scaling in or take more longs? The key thing is my focus actually shifted to the yen pairs because I did notice a much clearer setup on Aussie yen. All right, that was pretty much 3 trades on the week. So how some of our members were able to secure 5 to 8 to 10 winners? The main reason because they didn't just take pound dollar. I much prefer to take 1 pair per day, 1 position per day. But for some of them, they were able to capitalize on our daily trade calls, our daily setups breakdown. They say, hey, since we have the confidence on pound dollar long, why not I also capitalize on euro dollar and Aussie dollar long, since they are technically positive correlated. That's how some of our members was able to secure, again, euro dollar long as well. See that euro dollar multiple rejection here at 108? That was when we first started calling longs. Price broke above the structure here, second long opportunity at 108.47, came back for retest of the 108.79. We got at least 4 to 5 members who took long from here to here, secure a nice few R. And the same thing goes to Aussie dollar. Some of our members also were able to capitalize on that, or AU long, a strong push to the upside. Technically the same thing. When we talked about pound dollar long, pretty much our members, our team, they already know what they should be doing because everything was so well explained in our daily trade calls, in our daily setups breakdown. And yet I do notice, I do sometimes receive traders, just people texting me on Telegram and say, hey, why don't you sell signal? The key thing is what I'm providing in the trade club is much more valuable than signal. Signal means what? Send a few screenshots, or 1 sentence explanation. I'm literally sending them videos after videos after videos every single day to make sure they know my exact thought process, and at the same time they're able to make money out of our daily calls. All right, then the last one, so Dow Jones. So earlier I talked about Dow Jones as well. We anticipated some reversal on Dow Jones since price was at 39,000, dropped, came for a retest, also shorted that, again another short. So beautiful week. And the last setup that I took on the day was Aussie yen. So Aussie yen, this is a sell limit order that we had it set since Thursday New York session, and I told them we're not looking to rush it. We're going to take our time and we're going to wait until price come back. So this is also why patience is so important for all of the consistent trader. So let me again show all of you what happened on Telegram. Right? If you look at this, if you look at this, see that? So technically, I told all of them for Aussie yen, I'll just set a sell limit order, trading the range. Simple setup like this would normally just try to keep it simple. I told all of them we are not looking to rush it. And on 7th of March, which was Thursday, that was when I first told them we are looking to short the range on Aussie yen on the equal high failure. So everything has been recorded, everything has been documented, and this is also a video to show some of the traders who often say, oh, your trade club's expensive, your is a demo trader, whatever, right? I'm not really bothered about it, but it's to actually prove all of you how my students, our trade club, has always been able to retain such a high, all these high quality traders are inside our trade club from worldwide. We got traders from more than 10 countries right now, and it's just phenomenal. And we were able to all together stay patient. It's not just me, all of us were extremely patient, because on Wednesday market did run down. See that? Market ran down on Thursday, but I told all of them we are not looking to take anything until we see price come back. Imagine the amount of patience that we had to wait for price to from that 97.45 low, came all the way back to 98.10, our entry level, only to enter the trade. All right. Once we entered the trade, what happened? Our initial target was right here, but I told all of them I'll be closing out early because I had I need to head out. So I closed out early for about 2.6 R, and guess what? I talked about a re-entry at 97.82. It was absolutely correct as well. See that retest? And market just continued dropping lower. So that pretty much summed up our entire week. So this week was a massive win. I was able to see, I was really happy to see how some of our trade club members, it's not just about them making money, subscribing to our community and make money. It's not just about the monetary aspect. It's also about how I see all of them have been able to grow from zero to something. I have witnessed some of my students throughout the years. They are able to just transform from a complete beginner, from someone who was so confused, or from someone who has lost so much money in the market, not knowing what to do, to right now having the ability to execute their plan, to create their own game plan, to stick to their rules, to have principles, to have good trade and risk management at the same time. Just phenomenal. And that's my real motivation why I continue to teach on YouTube, also to run my own trading community, is to actually also beat some of the so-called gurus out there who run community for money, who sell alerts group for money. The 1%ers trade club are way more than that. We provide value. We provide a platform for you to not just learn, earn, and also grow alongside together. All right, so that's pretty much it for the video. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye bye.